Alright, what is going on, everyone? So today, I'm going to be getting into video, and this video is going to be discussing how you guys can be a hype beast on a budget. Now, this has been one of my most requested videos, and I say that a lot of time with a lot of my videos, because a lot of the videos I make have been heavily requested, and this is one of those that's pretty much like really high up there behind like room tour, collections. This is pretty much like one of the number 3, I'd say, in the list of like one of my most requested videos. So I'm going to be getting into this video discussing how you guys can be a hype beast on the budget. But before we get into video, if you guys would not mind, please subscribe below for more content like this. I do a lot of content revolving around like helping you guys out, Supreme dropless vlogs. I'm doing some Yeezy stuff now, getting back into sneakers. So if you guys find that enjoyable, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And another thing you guys could do, which I would also appreciate, is if you guys would drop a like in this video. Let's shoot for 200 likes. Let's see if we can hit that goal. I'd appreciate it. And just before I close this out and then get into the video, I have been busy the last couple days. That's why I haven't been uploading. You know, I've been busy with just running and like track meets to, you know, just not having time. I had a lot of tests, but enough talk. Let's get started on the video. Okay, so I'm gonna get into this video and I'm gonna be discussing some things that you guys can use, some tips, some tricks, and some other methods you guys will be able to use to help you guys improve, and I guess really just how to really have a stable budget as a hype beast so you guys can buy certain things or just be clarified as a hype beast with only having a set amount of money. So my first tip with being a hype beast is obviously you need to know what reselling is. Now reselling is definitely a gift, and I would definitely recommend you guys use it because reselling is just something that basically where you buy a hyped item and you resell it for more money and then you make a profit and you use those profits to buy more items, and that's what I've done with the whole collection I have back here. All of them have been from profits and other items that I bought, and I sold those items and then I was able to make enough money to then buy more items and build a collection to keep in the personal one. So that's really the idea of reselling right there, is you just buy items for less and then sell them for more as long as they have hype. So my recommendations for finding some more hyped items would definitely going to places like Instagram and just seeing, you know, what's the news going on, new Supreme drops, or really just seeing what's the most hyped items for certain things. Usually Yeezys resell, other than the blue tints, you know, those have resold technically, but even like the resale price, like people are just copping them because like, hey, this is really cheap. The Beluga 2.0s are like 330 something right now on StockX. So there's a bunch of Yeezys out there you guys can find for cheaper, and there's some more expensive ones. So that's my recommendation right there, is reselling, because it is so important that you guys figure out the most hyped item and then sell them. And this is not just for streetwear though, sneakers also. Sneaker game with reselling is like the sneaker game I'd say with reselling is probably more intense than the streetwear game in some aspects. Like the Off-White Jordan collection, that was a good example right there. You know, Off-White Jordan 1, that is reselling for $1,000. It was at $3,000, and you know, the Off-White Nike collection is pretty sick, I must say. So when looking at all that, you know, one of my grails is actually the Off-White Jordan 1, because that sneaker is so nice, so clean. And I'm not just saying it because it's the most hyped one from the Off-White Nike collection. I'm saying it is because it's the nicest one in my opinion. Like that just red colorway and you know, the Off-White sort of style it gives. It has a lot of the hype stuff right now. So it's definitely a hypey sneaker I've been into. So definitely one of the things I'd recommend with being a hypebeast on a budget, you have to resell. Okay, so step 2, or I guess the second thing that I could discuss for being a hypebeast on a budget, is you gotta be a retail god. Now, what I mean by being a retail god is that you gotta cop a lot of your stuff for retail. That's just how it works, because retail is cheaper than resale. So if you're looking to get your items for cheap, if you're on a budget, you gotta be able to get them for retail. And now some items most of the items that you want are probably very hard to get for retail, and that's just how it works. You know, there's a lot of bots out there, and you know, my recommendation is if you can get a bot, go ahead. If you're using a phone, some good recommendations for a bot would be Cop, Super Cop bot. But then again, phone bots really aren't the best, and technically like copying stuff on a phone is very difficult compared to copying stuff on a computer. Like I'd recommend the Supreme bot by another Nike bot. That thing cooks right there. Supreme Slayer is pretty good. Chrome autofill, if you just want to go to something that's a cheap sort of option since you're on a budget, that is very good. Just make sure, you know, type your CVV if you're copying Supreme or whatever it may be. You can definitely have success on Yeezy drops and all that stuff. Which I may discuss my Yeezy drop in a video. If you guys would like to hear that, let me know down below in the comment section. But then again, with being a hypebeast on a budget, one of my main points right there, you gotta be able to get your stuff for retail. And you know, it's hard to get stuff for retail because usually it sells out. So that's why I even recommended bots right there. And I know a lot of people are against bots, but a lot of people have been using them lately, and now you guys are starting to notice like bots are taking over the game, but they're being shut down at the same time. Like more bots are being made each day. And to be honest, bots are never really gonna be stopped in my opinion, because there's just always new ones being made, finding new coding and stuff like that. So that's how it works right there. Be sure you are a retail god. And I guess my third and final recommendation, it involves a couple things, so this may be a longer segment right here, is you gotta be a good negotiator and you gotta know where to find deals. So some places you guys can definitely find deals, it would be places like Instagram, Grailed, and you know, those are some really good places. I'd recommend both of those. And you know, there's plenty of other places, you know, StockX and other places like that. They all have sort of cheaper items that you can buy. So you can buy some cheaper Supreme items, sneakers that are still sort of hype, and you can find a lot of good deals on there. So using those apps, you can find good deals. Obviously, it's not my fault if you guys get scammed. You gotta check to make sure legit, check with other people, your friends that may be in the same stuff as you. Make sure the seller has good references and stuff like that. Make sure they have good shipping details. Ask for a lot of confirmation beforehand. Even if it irritates them, you know, you gotta be the customer and you know, you gotta say, hey bro, it's my service. I can choose to leave or not. So you gotta make sure you're a good customer and make sure you're asking for enough information to make sure you'll be safe when buying this legit item, hopefully. So when doing that, you guys can find great deals on these apps. But definitely another thing I'd recommend, because it's not always the case, you gotta be good at negotiating, because there are some sellers out there that may have a good starting price, but they're gonna say, hey, you may try to negotiate down because you need to, like, you know, just save a couple bucks, or you don't have enough money and you say, hey bro, can you like take off $10? And they'll say no. So you need to be the best negotiator you can. Be kind, don't be mean. Obviously try and respond as quickly as possible. Even if you're a seller, you gotta respond to your customers pretty quickly. And even if you're the buyer, you gotta respond to the seller, because the seller definitely has other people talking about the item. That's how it is. Like a seller, when I was a seller, and I still am a reseller right now, I've had people hit me up, like 10 people at once, and I'm always responding to them as quickly as possible to see who will get the deal first. Because then again, if I just leave them all hanging, then they may become uninterested, or you know, they may say, hey, I copped another item from another person. So that's something you gotta be right there, be alert, and make sure you guys are always trying to negotiate for good deals and find the right places where they're good deals. So Grailed, Instagram, those are two examples right there. And you know, StockX is pretty good with sneakers lately. You know, they actually haven't marked up too much. The blue tints are on there for a pretty decent price. Like resale is not that crazy on these sneakers, but when discussing all of that, that's pretty much how you guys can be a hype beast on a budget. It's so simple. Don't let it really trick you. Don't let it phase you. All you gotta do is, you know, just basically what I explained in this video, and you guys should have success. Anyways though, thank you all for watching this video. It means a lot to you guys to your time stop by. If this video did help you out and you want more content like this, be sure you guys do go ahead and subscribe below. I'd really appreciate if you guys would do that. It'd make my day. And another thing you guys could do, which I'd also appreciate, but then again, it's completely optional and just up to you, is drop a like in this video. Let's see if we can hit 200 likes. I'd appreciate if we could hit that goal. But then again, thank you all for your constant support. You know, we just hit 8,300 subscribers, and you know, we keep on growing, and you know, it's road to 9K right now. Giveaway at 10K. Big things coming soon. You know, I have the blue tints coming in soon, so we got an unboxing of those coming soon for the personal collection. But anyways, thank you all for watching this video, and peace out.